Hey guys, so we are back with our new weekly video, and today we wanted to talk about keeping your injuries contextual.
So when you're training, sometimes you do get small injuries. You might get a niggle here and there. But today in this video, we're trying to discuss that, if you do have a sore knee, you can still do overhead press.
More often than not, someone will get a small injury and automatically that is their out excuse. They'll just kind of, oh, I can't do this, I can't do this, I can't do this. And sometimes they're right. However, most people don't really understand what they're doing in an exercise or what muscle groups it's using, or people will be like, oh, I have a sore shoulder so I can't do any upper body, when that's not necessarily true. You could probably do a lot of posterior exercises. If you get a sore shoulder, you're probably not going to do an overhead press because it will apply a lot of pressure to the shoulder. However, you can most likely do like an Aussie row or a seated row,
which will probably help that injury.
Yeah, so then if you went to a physio, they're probably going to give you rehab exercises that will involve you doing a horizontal pull to work on the scap and retracting the shoulders and things like that. So it's super important to understand where your injury lies within your training and how to then work around that.
And if you do have an injury and you do enjoy training, it doesn't mean you have to completely stop it. It means you just come to us or come to your trainer and go, look, this is my problem. What exercise can I do so I can still get my workouts in?
If the facility you're attending or the trainer you're attending is good and appreciates their job and appreciates you, they will spend time working around helping you to do as much as possible with that injury. If you go to your trainer and they go, oh, just don't train for a few weeks, like it's just easier, well, that's not the right answer. There's still 1,000 things you can do. You could literally break both your arms and sit on a spin bike and do air squats. There is so many things you can do. Like over the last 3 or 4 months, we've had 3 people come through in moon boots and still do our group conditioning sessions. So you really need to understand that a lot of people don't really know how much of the muscles or what kind of muscles that you're using in an exercise. So you shouldn't assume that you can't do an exercise just because you have an injury. An example might be, oh, I can't do push-ups because I have a sore shoulder. Can you do correct neutral elbow push-ups with a sore shoulder? Maybe. So it's a big understanding here where I have an injury, what can I do? Or was I doing it incorrectly? If I do it correctly, does it hurt? If I have a sore knee, can I do, a Swiss ball squat instead of a conventional squat? There's a lot of things to keep in mind when getting an injury. Obviously, if you have like a broken spine, you're probably not going to train. But, if you have a sore toe, you can still do Aussie rows and use the rower and use the assault bike. And there's so many things you can do when injured.
You can always work around things. And I'm a big believer that, we should be grateful that we can exercise and that we can move. So when you do have a small injury, you just still work around it and do what you love.
We are still sympathetic towards your injuries. I get injured reasonably regularly. It's probably too often, actually. Bree doesn't really, which is good. But, there's workarounds for a lot of things. And you should be confident in the fact that you can still do things with a small injury. Yeah. And we're very lucky that a lot of our clients are happy to work around and really put in work. So work around your injuries, guys. Keep at it.